Ding dong. Hello.
Hi, you Joe?
I am.
Hey Joe, Mike with Smith Plumbing Heating. How are
Pleasure
you
to
today?
meet you. How you doing?
Great, I'm doing great. So thanks for inviting me over today.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
What are we looking to do today?
Well, today we got a problem with the heating system. Right now the whole thing is shut down. So I'm looking right now to get estimates on the new system because this one's just not going to be able to make it. So I'm looking for estimates right now, just numbers.
So what we'll be doing today is we're just looking at numbers. We're not going to buy anything.
Well, no, I do have to get something done. I took off and everything like that for the whole day to get this thing figured out today.
Okay. So what are we looking to accomplish today?
I got to get this thing done. I have, well, we got a lot of chaos going on around here. I'll probably tell you about it as we go forward here a little bit more. You want to take a look at it with me?
Yeah, why don't we take a look?
Yeah, it's over here, this direction over here.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey Joe, let me ask you this. When was the last time you bought a furnace? You ever bought a furnace before?
Oh, geez, I never bought one now.
No, you never bought a furnace before? Okay. Well, who found that this one was maybe in need of replacement?
Well, my wife figured out yesterday. We had Acme over here. We had a no heat call.
Okay.
And they came out and they condemned it. They had a bad heat exchanger type of thing. And so we've been going out heat all night long. It's been terrible.
Oh my gosh, what was that like?
Stressful as hell, Mike. We had, Julie, she has, I was on the business trip in Kansas City, and I was on the flight, and she's texting me. She's like, "Oh my God, we have no heat. It's like 58 in here." And then my son Wyatt's got asthma, and he started having an asthma attack, and she has this EpiPen. She had to revive him with that. And then my daughter Karen's got eczema, and she started scratching herself. So she has all these things. So she finally just took the kids over to her mom's house, and so they've just been over there now. But I just feel so bad because when you're on a business trip and then your family is in need, you feel like you're just leaving them. You know how it is when you kind of feel like you should be there, but you're not. You're just not present. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, I know exactly what you're
Just
saying.
felt so
Joe.
bad about everything.
Well, the good part is that you're here now, that you're looking out for your family, and you're taking the time to make sure you reach the right decision on what's right to your family. They don't suffer that again.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Mike. It's so nice you understand. You're a family man?
I am. I have a couple kids of my own.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about, right?
I absolutely know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. You
Well,
you
thanks
want to
so
be there
much.
for them.
So you want a cup of coffee or something?
I'd love one. Thanks, Joe.
Cream and sugar or just black?
Just black.
Black. There you go. Black
All
coffee.
right, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. You mentioned earlier that Acme'd come out here on the no heat call.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go with them for your new system?
Oh my God, that was carnage. I don't want to. Mike, I'm a Christian man. I don't like talking bad about other people like that, but it was not very good. I tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I don't want to talk about it
oh
really.
my gosh. Well, I like to provide great customer service, and just on QT. Could you share with me what they did? Because I certainly don't want to provide bad service like that.
Keep it down low.
Keep it on the down low.
I'll tell you what happened. These guys from Acme out here yesterday. What a bunch of crap! I can't believe I have to even tell you this. But well, I had the computers down here in the lower level here, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter has her little workspace she has over there,
Oh my gosh.
Well, the guy's down here yesterday, and I guess he condemned the heat exchanger, and he told my wife, he showed my wife the cracked heat exchanger and things like that, and then he said, I'll get somebody to work up the prices. So you call this boss, tried to work up the prices. My wife says, I'm going to go upstairs. I'll come back down in a little bit. So just come up and let me know when we get the prices. But then she's upstairs and she hears like, what's going on down there? It's like some kind of something like these weird noises. And she goes down there, and the house creeps down the stairways, and look, he's over on my daughter's computer surfing pornography.
Oh my gosh, tell me no.
Yeah, and then I said, my wife is like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm looking up some parts for we need to get for the furnace. He's like, that's not parts, that's Pornhub. It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh.
It's like, somebody look kind of parts you're looking
What was
up.
that like?
I'm like, it was ugly.
Oh
So we don't
my
do that.
gosh.
We don't have that kind of stuff in our house.
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh, did you call the company? Did you call his manager?
I did. I called the manager and
What they say?
They said that he's going through a divorce and he's got some weird stuff with his wife. So he said that he's probably just he's having a hard time with women lately. So he's probably just objectifying women. He's probably acting. He said he's acting out. That's what he said.
Oh my gosh, that's
You learned
terrible.
that? Yeah,
No,
it's like,
that's I've never heard anything so crazy in my life.
yeah, right. It's crazy.
But they are overall. you know, I've known them a while. They're a pretty good company. You sure you don't want to give them
No,
another
I
chance?
don't want that kind of people in my house.
Yeah,
I don't
sure?
want- No, I don't want that. No.
Okay.
That's why I called you guys.
Yeah, well, we appreciate that. What prompted you to give us a call today?
Well, actually, it was a guy named Jeremy Griffin, who he's a guy who I use for plumbing. He's a really good guy, and he said he moved out of state, and I called him. He said he used to go to church with him.
Oh.
I said, hey Jeremy, would you recommend I use for heating and air conditioning? He mentioned you guys. He said you're top notch.
Oh, that was really kind of him to say. Did you say anything else?
He said you were do it by the book. You don't bend on quality. You just stick with the program. And he said you're not the cheapest, but you're the best. That's what he said exactly.
Well, that was really kind of him. You know, we really appreciate it when people recommend us. It's the greatest form of flattery we have as a company. Would it be okay with you if I called him and just thanked him for that record?
Jeremy?
Yeah.
Tell him I said hi. He's a great guy. He'll really respect you if he calls
Well,
you.
let me grab his number from you because I'm not sure he'll be in our database. As the
Yeah, I'll give you a number.
Let me get his number. I
Do that.
really would like to thank him.
You do that,
Thank you
okay?
for sharing that.
Thanks so much. You want to take a look at this?
Yeah,
again?
why don't I
See
go
what you
down and
got?
take a look
Yeah.
at the system right now?
So what'd you come up with, Mike? Something nice and easy here, or what are we going to accomplish?
Well, Joe, I did look at your whole system. Went down and looked at the furnace because that's what we're here for
Mhm.
today. But I did notice you also have some real deficiencies in the air distribution system. It's 70 years old. Now your furnace is 32 years old. Okay. The air conditioner was about 28 years old,
Mhm.
and the ductwork itself was, gosh, it has to be original with the house. It's got to be 70
Totally,
years
yeah.
old. So, unfortunately, it's a larger project than just the furnace right now.
Oh, jeez.
But don't worry, we've come up with several options for you.
Good. Good.
Because with the air distribution system, my biggest fear is that you would go ahead and invest in a brand new furnace and install that furnace in old ductwork that really didn't provide you 100% of the value you're paying for.
I don't want to have that.
And it's about a 37% restriction. So what that means is 30% of the air that you're paying for, heating and cooling, is not making it into your home. So you're overpaying the utility company.
Yeah, I told that other guy that reacted me that. I said, isn't it blocked up or something? Because that thing's so big and it doesn't put out much air. I mean, something that big should be putting out much air, you know, especially in the living room. Is that why we're not getting the air in the living room?
It's probably that. You do have, again, back in the day when they first built this stuff, they used 5-inch duct, which is, it doesn't
That
provide
is
enough.
smaller. It looks
It
small.
is small.
I was in Illinois. I had this bigger duct. It was like 6 or 7 inches. I'm like,
In the old days when we just heated, that's the way they did it. But now with air conditioning, to get the volume, we need to upsize it. It's comfort and it's also energy efficiency.
wow. Is it any way it can be fixed or anything like that? How much-
You know, replacing the furnace, you really need to do it as a system, but of course I have several options. I came up with a premium option as well as a couple of mid-range and a couple of economy
Good,
options.
good, good.
You know, pick whatever's right for you, but we do want to go some options.
Oh, that's perfect. Where'd you ever learn something like that? It's amazing. It's,
Yeah, I've been doing this for a few years, Joe.
That's really
Yeah,
good,
almost
yeah.
40 years, so there's lots of
it
stuff I
sounds-
see in there.
That's like perfect way to do it. Whoever taught you that is great.
I've had some great mentors in my life, so thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm going to call them and just tell a few of them just that you said nice things.
Tell them
about
I
that, 'cause
said
they'll be
that,
happy
because
about
that's
that.
really a good idea the way you're doing that. So,
So
go ahead, tell us.
let me tell you a little bit. I put together a premium option. It's called the Joe's No Hassle Last System You Ever Buy option. Okay, it's our Smith Signature Series furnace,
Mm.
and what it'll do is it'll provide that comfort and air distribution in your home that really you deserve in a beautiful home like this. It'll be efficient, and you don't have to worry about it.
Mm.
I also matched the air conditioner with it,
Mm.
and I did that because even though you didn't ask me for that, your air conditioner is 28 years old. The systems, when we put them in new together,
Mhm.
perform better. And here's what I hate to do:
Mm.
I'd hate to put that furnace in, get it all set up for you, and then next year the air conditioner goes out in the summertime. You're calling me back, and then we have to charge you more to retrofit the air conditioner in, rather than doing it together as a
That's
system.
perfect, actually.
So like that.
I like that a lot. Yeah.
Great.
It's really thinking about it ahead of time. It's what else we got?
Additionally, what I did is said, let's redo the duct system.
Yeah, you
Let's
totally
get those.
said that, yeah.
Yeah, it's called the get what you pay for, don't overpay the utilities duct enhancement.
Oh, what's
Okay?
that mean?
Well, it just means that as the air comes in and out of the system, it's going to be optimized, so you get perfect heating and perfect cooling for the life of the system.
That's perfect. My wife's gonna love you when she hears that.
Yeah. Well, it's a comfort item as well as a savings item. But more importantly, we took into account in our indoor quality option, we took Wyatt's, you mentioned to me, Wyatt suffers from allergies. So with that new ductwork, we're going to go ahead and put in some systems, a particulate filter, a UV system that's going to create a hospital-like environment in your home for him. So when he comes home, he can recover from all the allergies he's got outside, and he doesn't have to keep depositing them. It'll be a way for him to, I mean, you said he had his, gosh, last time he had to stick himself with an EpiPen. I mean,
Hate that.
we don't want that going on.
No,
here.
not at all, no.
We also put on a premium humidification system. I call it the Enjoy the Tropics all year long humidification system. We did that for Karen with her eczema, so that, you know, the dry, scratchy skin you get in the wintertime, the humidification will help alleviate that. So we put that in there too. And then most importantly, you did say you traveled a lot, you were out of town, for goodness sakes, when this happened. We also put in there a 12-year full, Julie has no worries, you have no worries service agreement in there. What that means for the next 12 years, we're going to come out twice a year, take care of the maintenance of your furnace and air conditioner. Each year, bringing it back to factory fresh condition, just like it was new. We're also going to take care of all the filters and bulbs. And should you have a service event, Christmas, New Year's, 4th of July, you call us, we guarantee you service within 2 hours of your call, 24 hours a day. So if you're out of town, Julie has a problem, she doesn't have to call you. She doesn't have to bother you and tell you all these things that happen. She calls us, within 2 hours, we're there taking care of the problem.
Exactly.
So we included that in there for that particular reason. So a system like that, what do you think something like that costs?
Mike, that is heavy-duty stuff you're bringing me. I'm really not good with these numbers, but if I had to guess, it sounds, and just based on the quality you guys at Smith have, $30,000.
Oh, gee, Joe, I wish I could do it for that.
It's more.
No, I'm just kidding.
50? How
It's
much?
only $19,840.
Holy cow, that's not bad at all.
We also have 5 other options on there. Why don't you take a look at it? Whatever you do, why don't you select the options that's right for you and your family?
Okay.
What should we do?
Mike, this is a lot of information you're giving me. You know, and I really like it. I appreciate it. This is the best way above and beyond anything I've ever expected. I mean, this is absolutely the best. Could you email this to me and I'll give you a call back and let you know what I found, what I want to do?
Well, Joe, it wouldn't be good service if I just sent you information and wasn't here to share it with you. So here's what I can do. Why don't we go through the options and you ask me any questions you have, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. So what should we do?
The top up is so much money that I just can't get my mind around 19,000.
Well, Joe, why don't we do this? Why don't we go ahead and remove that top option off of there? Let's look at the other 5 and see what's right for you and your family. What do you think?
Yeah, that's 12 years and 7 years. That's the one I like though, Mike. I really like that one.
What do you like about it, Joe?
Well, the 12-year warranty, 12-year service, you do all that duct work with that optimized air. I can't wait to tell Julie that. She's gonna love that.
Anything else you like about it?
But then we need the air quality and the humidification too, that Hawaiian breeze package you got. That's really good.
Okay, Joe, so what should we do?
You got any wiggle room on the price, Mike? Like, I mean, $840. Break it down to, take 840 out. Just take a little bit of a haircut on this one. Get it down to 18,000 even. I'll write you a check right now. That's how I am. You know?
Well, Joe, here's what I can do for you. Which of the Premium Plus options would you like to remove so I can reduce my price? Because here's what I can't do, Joe. I can't reduce the quality of the people coming to install it. I can't reduce the quality of the people that are going to come out and service it. And I can't reduce the quality of the equipment we're going to put in. What I can do is remove some of that service that's in there, maybe reduce the price of that.
No, I like it the way it is.
So what should we do?
Is this competitive, Mike? I mean, I haven't even shopped with anybody. You're only the second company I called. I guess I called the one company. I know what they're like, but you know.
No, that's a great question, Joe. Here's what here's what I can say, is that all the options, especially the Premium Plus option, you know, I took my time to design that specifically for you and your family, for your children, for the fact you travel, trying to incorporate all the things that would just make you a worry-free decision for you, and quite frankly, a worry-free 12 years. So it's a custom option. You never find it, I don't think, out there in the field. It's one of a kind. But we do have some other options that might be more common out there. And you can see I have two economy options. You might be able to find those out there, but not for the value and the quality we bring, Joe.
No, I don't like that.
So what should we do?
There's just so much pressure right now, Mike.
Oh, Joe, I don't want to bring any pressure to you. I'm just passionate about getting the right system for my customers. You know, long after this goes in, I hope you'll be the one who recommends us, and you call up me or friends and say, listen, if you're going to buy anything, you buy it from Mike, because he'll take care of you. So
I like that.
it's really a passion.
Mm.
So, you know, what you would do.
You're right, you're right. You know what? I like that top one, that 19,840. That is my favorite one. Let's go ahead and do that one right there at 19,000.
Great, Joe. So all we need to do is secure payment. Would you be using a check, credit card, or would you like to do financing?
Well, I'd like to use my American Express card because I get points on that.
Okay. If we said we could pull that onto your American Express card, premium card, but if we could take that, what would happen then?
We do the top one.
Okay, so what should we do?
Let's do the top one.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, Mike, he knocked it out of the park. Yay! He aced his final exam.